Hello everybody, Victor speaking, and today I wanted to talk about the Tremors franchise, a bunch of movies me and my family watched when I was growing up. I love Tremors. Every installment had a group of characters stranded in an isolated area fighting Precambrian life forms. You had the Graboids, giant man-eating worms with 3 tentacle-like tongues to grab you, Shriekers that saw heat, screamed with heat to communicate, and even ate to mass multiply. And then finally, the Ass Blasters. And yes, that's their names. A shrieker-like creature that with a combination of chemicals in their rear could, lift off and fly.
Hey! What the?
You'd think with such interesting creatures and actors like even Kevin Bacon in the original movie, there'd be tons of merchandise to capitalize on this. However, that's not the case. As a matter of fact, even after 30 plus years, there's still very little official content for fans of the franchise to showcase their enjoyment. But I speak for every Tremors fan when I say that all these companies have clearly missed out on
critical, need to know information.
Because the desire for this kind of thing is clearly there. However, there's some stuff that you can find, but don't get too excited, it's not a lot. I'm going to use different categories for the small amount of merchandise that exist and talk about them and even the cancelled items later in this video. It seems clothes are the most easily accessible, especially t-shirts. However, if you want any of these t-shirts and their interesting designs, you could pay up to $40. I'm sorry, but $40 is a lot of money. If you think a $40 shirt is bad though, how about a pair of socks from Loot Crate? This was from the Up From the Depths horror crate. The design is nice as well as the concept. It's the Graboid's tongue in all their glory. They're even in an orange color, but this is worse in my opinion. How much time does a person spend with their socks and shoes on? It's usually a couple hours at a time. And hell, if it's a work day or a school day, that's at least 6 to 8 hours a day that you're standing around in your shoes and socks. So they're just gonna get stinky and stained up. I mean, they're a bright enough color that even if you do well, it's gonna get stained. Though there isn't much, there are a handful of toys that are actually officially licensed. First up are these toys from Takara Tomy. They're capsule toys, so you'd buy these from a machine and get one at random. They're really nicely detailed, even for such a small size. You get 2 Graboids, a Shrieker, an Ass Blaster, and a Shooter. Again, they're all really nicely detailed, and the paint application is spot on. The Graboid actually has a variety of parts, both of them do. You can have the whole body, or have its head poking out with the tongues. And since there's 2 of them, you can have both on display. The problem with these is that they were only released in Japan. They're also getting harder and harder to come by, and getting more expensive. I had to pay upwards of $100 to get it from Bai and have it imported. I think they're worth it, solely based on the fact that these are literally the only Tremors toys for things like the Shrieker, or the Ass Blaster, or hell, even the Shooter. The only other toy that exists is from a Mystery Pack horror series. I'm not sure the brand, but it's like this crate, and I found it at FYE. And inside you get the figure, a sticker for the logo of the company. Not sure why that's there. I don't know. Finally, they have these little cards with art on them as well. While I got Michael Myers, I could have also gotten They Live Aliens, Chucky, Tiffany, and I think that's it. As well as the Graboid, which by some stroke of luck with one of the 2 packs I bought, I got a Graboid. As you can see, it's a little more stylized, cartoony, and it reminds me a lot of the Graboid souvenirs that they showed in Tremors 3. You put it on top of the crate, and that's how it's displayed. When I was opening the mystery pack, the packaging was covering this bottom part, which shows the logo for whatever you got. It was the same way for the Michael Myers I got. It shows the logo of Halloween 2. So pretty much I knew this was a Tremors figure the instant I opened it. The card inside gives the Graboid on its beak some teeth. I'm not sure why. Beyond those items, there's only a handful of other things. There's a tin tote currently up for pre-order on Entertainment Earth. I'll leave it in the description below. And if I purchase it, I'm going to put all my little Tremor stuff in there. It has a Graboid on the front with the logo, and on the back is Kevin Bacon and Fred Ward, or Val and Earl if you really want to get technical. Of course, you can purchase the 7 films on different formats. If you want to go all old school, you can get them on VHS. You can get DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. I got a steelbook for the first 6. There's that weird artwork with the teeth on the front. On the back, you got Perfection's little water tower. It's pretty cool. And in the interior, you get a little bit more Perfection Nevada art, as well as a Grauboid and Burt Gummer. And it's a nice little steelbook. I don't know why it was so hard to find though. I got it for $20 at Walmart. Tremors 7 is just a standard Blu-ray, but again, I don't know what the thing with the teeth is. I think it's supposed to be Shrieker. It is called Shrieker Island, but still. There's also the 13-episode Tremors the Series, which you can watch on Tubi currently, and is on DVD, as well as in a big bundle with all 7 movies at Walmart currently. Beyond that, there's nothing else. There was a couple canceled Tremors items. There's a Tremors toy that you can find on a listing for on Entertainment Earth. It never got released, but the listing is still available. It's like a statue. It's got Burt Gummer shooting a Grauboid. It's kind of cool, and it would have been a nice display piece for some people. There was a planned video game for PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. And saying that just hurts my soul, because I could have grew up with the Tremors game, damn it! And finally, there was another Tremors game that got canceled due to marketing resources. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I guess the copyright holder said they just didn't have marketing resources to promote the game. I don't know what the fuck marketing resources are when really all you gotta do is upload a couple trailers, some pre-order bonuses, and bam, you did your marketing. Beyond that, it seems Tremors fans are the only ones making Tremors items. I got this custom-made sticker for my water bottle, and it's really nice artwork. You can find items like this on Etsy and Redbubble. There's been fan games left and right, like this Escape from El Blanco game. That's the name of an albino Grauboid from Tremors 3 and the main Grauboid of the series. Finally, there's a Tremors comic being worked on by a handful of fans. I've actually gotten in contact with a couple of them, and they gave me a preview of one of the stories within. It's an anthology book where a couple different stories are set in the Tremors universe, which is exactly how I think it should be. If you want purchasing details, I'll leave a link to the person you can contact who will be handling all the purchasing stuff outside of the Tremors Fest, in which they will be giving away a sketch variant for the costume contest. As well as the Tremors Fest, Burt Gummer and George R.R. Martin are going to be hosting the Tremors Fest. I repeat, the creator of fucking Game of Thrones hosts a Tremors Fest yearly now, and this year it's set in October, where you can watch all 7 Tremors films, and Burt Gummer himself is going to be there. I'm jealous of anyone who can attend. It's virtually insane to believe that there's almost nothing official for Tremors fans to express themselves. The mere fact that Tremors hasn't had Funko Pops yet is also insane. Almost everything is out of Funko Pop. I've messaged Super 7 to make Tremors figures for their reaction line, but they haven't messaged back. But I've started a petition, which I'll leave in the description below, hoping that it'll get their attention. For now though, Tremors doesn't have much, and hopefully, with more and more people being vocal about it, Tremors finally get something worthwhile. That's it for now, and I hope you've enjoyed the first episode of Vix Speaking. If you did like this video, subscribe and click the bell for more content. That's all for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.